your papers.
I walked up on you because there was a criminal act that appears to be committed. Okay?
So what would you like done? What is the issue that you have with what my officer?
I have an issue with me doing nothing illegal, going home. I went to go get some In-N-Out.
Okay, well, I'm going to call anything with the car. You can arrest me. Okay, turn it off. Because I didn't do anything. Okay, turn it off. I didn't do anything.
Listen, just all you have to do.
I don't have my ID with me.
Okay,
Welcome to Bad Cops. Today, we're exposing the top 5 worst police officers caught on camera. Prepare to be shocked. Like, share and comment to spread awareness and demand accountability. If you like this video, press 1. On June 28, 2023, Crossroads Police got a 911 call about a possible distressed animal in a Walmart parking lot. Caller said a dog was left alone in a car, worried about the heat. Officer Haley Holbert went to find the car and recorded the whole thing on her body camera.
Is this your car? Okay, I was this close to breaking the window out. It's 95 degrees. It means it's over 100 inside the vehicle.
I've been in there.
The windows have to be cracked. There's got to be something.
I was trying to keep the air conditioning in for him because I literally.
Okay, go and open that door and crack the windows open for the dog, and then use your driver's license, please. $428. I'm out with the vehicle owner. Hi. Okay. Hi.
You can feel it's not.
It's 95 degrees.
But inside, I was keeping the AC in. Trust me, I love my dog.
The car isn't running.
I take him with me everywhere.
Okay, I just need to see the driver's license.
I don't have one with me.
Do I have any ID with you?
No.
Do you know your driver's license number?
What did I do wrong?
This is a criminal offense, okay?
What is a criminal?
For animal neglect and abuse, yes.
No, I do not abuse and neglect my animal.
Okay.
I need a supervisor.
Okay.
No.
Driver's license?
I need a supervisor, please.
What is your driver's license?
Please, I need a supervisor.
I don't have one on duty right now.
Look, I respect officers. I have family that are officers, but I also respect the Constitution.
Go ahead and crack your windows and then close your door.
What did you say?
Yep. $408. If you could still be en route, please.
10-4.
Wait out here. I'll call a supervisor and see if he can contact me by phone. Okay, I'm out with the subject. He's out here. He's refusing to identify himself. He's now asking for a supervisor.
He's asking for a supervisor? Okay. We'll be back en route.
Where are you at? Do you want to talk to him on the phone?
No, I'm right down the street.
Okay.
I'll be there in a minute.
Okay, all right, thanks. Bye.
Okay.
Supervisor's turning back around and he's going to come out.
I would never know. It's not.
This is some of the worst temps. It's 95 degrees outside. That doesn't matter. It's.
If I cracked the windows, that would let the 95-degree air in. I literally had it freezing cold in there before I should.
I'm responding out to a call, okay?
Sure, I understand.
And this is me responding. I'm not telling you you're a dog owner, or anything like that.
Well, yeah,
I am here because I still have to do my job. I have to identify you now, okay? Because I'm out here for an offense.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll let you talk to the supervisor when he gets out here. This is a private parking lot. I'm not going to ask you about your vehicle. My main concern is just The dog's okay. And then for documentation purposes, I do have to put your information in there, okay? I'm not saying you're going to jail. I'm not saying you're being issued a citation. I'm just trying to do my job because everything has to be notated that I made contact, okay? And make sure that everything of that animal is okay.
Broken arrow.
It's going to be closer to 100 degrees inside that vehicle. It's 95 degrees
If I
out
crack
here.
the windows, I know it's going to be 95 degrees. I had it freezing cold.
Your car is not running.
I know. I shut it off. I closed the windows. I let the freezing cold air in there. Trust me, when I opened the door and got in there, it was colder inside than it was outside.
Okay.
I would not do that to a dog. Look,
Okay.
It goes everywhere with me.
In the video, a dog initially believed to be distressed is found peacefully asleep. Despite the driver's explanation of having the air conditioner on, Officer Holbert detains him out of concern for the dog's safety. Legal analysis suggests this detention may breach the Fourth Amendment. Despite accusations of animal neglect, no crime is apparent. Sergeant Chris Tyler exacerbates the situation by demanding ID, despite it not being legally required. The driver cites relevant Texas Penal Code, leading to a prolonged debate before officers release him.
Okay.
Come on, man. I saw you trying not to laugh.
Here's the deal. As soon as we're done, as soon as you give your ID and we're done, we're gone.
I don't like the fact that we have to show our papers. I don't. Look, I have a lot of family that is in your business, okay? I respect you guys. I also respect the Constitution.
But you are lawfully detained.
And I do not have to show. I
Yes,
cannot
sir,
give
you
you.
do.
I cannot. Will you please just look it
When
up?
you were
I swear to God.
Failed ID.
Please just look it up. I know. Look it up. I'm telling you. You're going to make a big mistake.
No, I'm not.
I know this very well. I know this.
So do I. How long have you been doing law enforcement?
Just look it up. Would it kill you to look it up?
You have a phone right there.
I'm
Look
recording
it up.
because.
So are we.
Wait, we're all
Wait.
recording.
Yeah, those disappeared. You guys don't have a phone to look it up.
Those get edited.
What you did with
Those get edited. So that's what I'm saying.
your phones?
You're saying these get disappeared. Those get edited.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
What's your name, sir?
No.
I'm sorry.
Garth.
Garth.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
What's your
all.
last name?
I don't have to give it to you.
Okay. I prefer to. I don't call people by their first names. It's a respect name. Okay.
Let's try.
Until I get to know them. It's
See,
not a nice try. That's
this is what this country's
how I
become.
operate.
This is what this country. You guys are like addicted to IDs, and you don't even know the law. Here, you know what? I'll stop. I'll look it up.
Go for it.
I'll just show you because you'll be very surprised.
Look up Build ID.
Yeah, I know.
This incident underscores how some law enforcement officers neglect the importance of staying within legal limits and following established statutes. The individual involved has filed a complaint against the Crossroads Police Department, but there haven't been any updates since then.
You don't have any warrants, so that's good.
Can you pick that up for me? It's all from my window.
Yeah, I'll scoot over here. I don't like to pick up things in front of people because
can I
it's...
get your name and
yes,
badge?
Officer Gauthier, badge number
Can you write that
16009.
down?
Yep,
And
absolutely.
as I said, remember like when I said Wilson Canyon Rest Area?
On December 3rd, 2022, a homeless man named Frank Liu was parked at a Ross store parking lot, working on a lawsuit against a police department for violating his rights. Officer Scott Gauthier from the Reno Police Department noticed Liu's car, found it suspicious, and approached him for a conversation.
Reno Police.
Watch the officer open the car door.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, man. How about you?
Hi.
I'm just checking in. I'm not
yeah,
trying to pinch
sorry.
you for anything.
Really?
You're good. You're good. It can stay there for a second.
Yeah,
Can you
okay.
just bring your left hand forward for me?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Just my hand was just.
I know. I just like to keep eyes on
My
hands.
seat is back, man.
What was that?
My seat is back.
You want to move it forward?
No.
It's up to you, man.
Yeah.
If you're uncomfortable, move it forward.
That's why I had my hand back.
Okay. You're good, man. I'm only talking to you because you've been here for like quite a while now, like a few weeks at least.
Oh, I went to Little Caesars. Oh, yeah, it's really way. The box.
I'm not talking about tonight. I'm talking about like in the last month. You've been here a lot. So I'm just checking in to see what's going on. Are you living out of your car right now? I'm assuming.
I was gonna say I'm homeless.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not trying to pinch you for anything tonight. I'm just making sure everything's okay.
So,
You're good. What's going on? Are you just out of work and stuff? I'm not trying to pry. I'm just curious.
I can show you. Right now I'm editing a video.
Okay.
But let me show you something.
So you're working right now? You have a job?
No, I'm just editing a video because
Okay.
I'm doing some YouTube.
Okay.
That's what I was doing. I showed you the editing page, right? You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
But
good,
I'll show
man.
you something else. Hold on.
How old are you?
Hold on one second. It's really cold. That's why I'm shivering. And I'm also working on this. I already submitted it. It's a U.S. District Court.
Okay.
Suing the Lyon County Sheriff's Office.
Huh.
I was at the Wilson Canyon rest area. I was there for 2 nights. And then the guy kicked me out of the rest area.
Yeah.
2 nights. And he said I can go across the river to the BLM land. You know where Wilson Canyon rest area is, right?
Yeah.
Do you know where it is?
Yeah.
It's like between Smith Valley and Yerington.
Uh-huh.
So basically, I'm going to sue them. I already filed it. 42 U.S.C. Section 1983, Federal Statute Discrimination, 8th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, Martin v. Boise. Because there is public land. Martin v. Boise is a ruling from 920 F 3rd 584 9th Circuit Court of
Okay.
2019.
Do you have an ID on you?
Am I required to give you my ID, sir?
So listen, man, I'm just checking up on you. You've been here for a few weeks, right?
I understand, but the thing is, I just want to explain this. That's why I'm trying to explain this, sir.
I know.
I'm not trying to cause anything.
I know.
But
you're delaying my
If you
investigation.
want my ID, I'll give you my ID.
Yes,
but
please.
let me just say this. I'm suing the Lyon County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
Because they required ID. Cherry versus Ohio, reasonable suspicion.
Right.
So do you have any reasons? I can give you my ID. I have no
Yeah,
problem.
so do you want me to explain it first?
Officer Goutier acted suspiciously and violated Mr. Leo's rights during an encounter. He forcibly opened Mr. Leo's car door, detained him without cause, and demanded ID without legal justification. Despite acknowledging Mr. Leo's innocence, Goutier persisted with baseless suspicion. Mr. Leo filed a complaint, leading to further police involvement and warnings from management about parking in the area.
So that's
But
why.
no specifics. I have my ID right here. I can give it to you. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
But the thing
perfect.
is, it's only if it's required. If you say it is required, this is a detention, and it's required, I'll give you my ID.
Okay, so I'm confused because at first you said you don't have a problem giving me your ID.
I don't, but it's only if it's required.
So those are two different things. You're
I have no
contradicting yourself.
problem if it's required because
Okay.
I have an ID.
Perfect.
So if you're saying
I'll go ahead and take your ID.
am I detained?
Yes.
And you're requiring my ID, right?
Yes. I just explained to you the reasonable suspicion, and that's all I need in order to ask for your ID. Correct?
No, under Cherry versus, I can give you my ID.
Okay. Thank you.
But no, I mean, if only if it's required, because
Yep,
if
I'm
you
telling
take
you
it from
it
my
is.
hand, it's required.
I'm telling you
If
it
you
is.
take it from my hand, it's required.
Yep.
So you
I just took it.
And it's,
I'm telling you,
under
this is all
detained.
recorded. I just took it.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Perfect. And what's your social?
I don't feel comfortable getting my social on camera.
Okay,
because
well-
you have a body cam.
Well, you have to.
Can I write it down?
So
I don't want to say it
the
out
thing
loud.
is,
I'll write it down.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's fine. Because I don't want to say it because
Yep,
it will be
there
on
you
your
go.
body cam.
Go ahead and write it down.
So I'll just write it down. Okay.
It's going to be seen on my body cam no matter what.
So why is my social required, sir?
Because that's how you identify yourself. Unfortunately, our dispatch
That's
cannot. Can you listen for
Okay,
1 second?
yeah.
You keep talking over me.
Sorry.
Our dispatch cannot run passport and ID numbers, so I have to ask for your social.
Should I write down my driver's license number?
Yes. Driver's license number or social.
I'll write it down.
Most people don't know their driver's license number. If
Okay.
you have it with you, you could just give it to me. That would be a lot
I'll
easier.
write it down, man. That'll be fine.
I mean, most people just give IDs,
Is it okay
but
if I write it down, sir?
I'm telling you it is. But you keep asking the same question.
Yes. Because I give you my passport, so I'll just write down my driver's license, sir.
Okay. You could just give me your ID, or you could write it down.
I'll write it down.
Okay.
So you cannot run the passport?
No. Our dispatch cannot. That is what they've told me. And I don't know how to run a passport on my computer either. So I don't think they have the ability.
But you have my birthday, my name, so
Correct.
I think I'd also...
Do you know how many name and date of births with the same information as you there are in the U.S.? A lot.
I think very few because it's a specific date. It has to be specific.
It's a date is, trust me, a lot of people have the same date as you.
The last two...
Is that Nevada?
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'll
Can I
make
do
this.
my passport, or do you still need it?
Nope, I still need it because I didn't get your name and date of birth unless you want me to get that.
It's on my passport, sir.
Well, that's why I have it, but you just asked for it back.
No, you can keep it.
Thank you.
For that, yeah.
Yep, okay.
It's only... Can you pick up that thing for me?
Yep,
Passport?
after we're done.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave your door open. Stay in your car.
Mr. Leo filed a lawsuit against the city of Reno and Officer Gutierrez, alleging racial profiling without due process following a suspicious incident on December 13, 2022. The court allowed Mr. Leo to proceed with 4th and 14th Amendment claims against Officer Gutierrez with potential liability for the city due to its homeless policies. The lawsuit against Officer Gutierrez is ongoing, with a summons issued on February 8, 2023.
So what would you like done? What is the issue that you have with what my officers?
I have an issue with me doing nothing illegal, going home. I went to go get some In-N-Out.
On August 8, 2023, Curtis Clark was driving home and following all traffic rules when a Fort Worth Police Department patrol car signaled him to pull over. Clark, mindful of safety due to traffic, activated his hazard lights, slowed down, and searched for a safe spot to pull over. He recorded his interaction with Officer Flores on his cell phone, stressing that he hadn't violated any laws.
Always good.
Okay, did you see me all the way back there?
Yeah, that's why I put my hazards on, so I could get to a safe location.
Okay, well, I mean, you kind of have to stop as fast as you can, you know, because I'm the one behind you.
I know.
Okay, so if we get hit...
I put the hazards on. Okay. I got to a safe location.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
We were in a safe location, though.
No, not on the road. I was just pulling into the first inlet, right?
Okay. Do you have a driver's license, insurance?
I do.
Okay, so the reason I pulled you over is because I wasn't unable to read that temp tag.
Okay.
Where'd you get that from?
You can't read?
Okay. Do you have a driver's license, insurance? Do you have a driver's license, insurance?
Run the tag.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
Run the tag. It's a valid tag. So you pulled me over for no reason.
Okay, so I wasn't able to read that license plate.
It's legible, and it was given to me by ADOT.
ADOT?
ADOT.
ADOT?
Read it. Read it.
Okay.
You can read it now, can't you?
Okay. Do you have a driver's license, insurance?
I want you to do that because you pulled me over for something that's not illegal.
Okay, so I could not read that
license
plate.
Why?
Do you have a driver's license?
Why couldn't you read it? Why could you not read it? Why could you not read it?
The print on it is not a regular temp tag, man.
It is.
Okay.
You know why? Because it was issued to me by ADOT.
ADOT? Who's ADOT?
ADOT, Arizona Department of Transportation. You should look that up on your phone.
Are you here visiting? Are you here from Texas? Or?
I don't need to answer any questions.
Okay, man.
Look it up. Look it up. I don't need all that.
King 718 to King 719, what's your 20?
This is ridiculous.
Okay.
I don't need this.
Do you have a driver's license, insurance, man?
Why? You didn't pull me over?
You're being detained right now.
I'm being detained for what?
Yes, you are.
For what? What's the crime?
The reason I pulled you over is because that temporary tag is unreadable, all right, man?
It's not unreadable.
Okay.
It was legally given to me by the government.
Okay, do you have a driver's
so
license?
you're not saying something that makes sense.
Okay, do you have a driver's license?
Can I see your sergeant? Why are you laughing? I don't want to do this. I was going home. I have something to do tomorrow.
Where are you coming from?
I don't need to answer any questions. I'm pleading the fifth.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get famous.
Mr. Clark followed guidelines during a traffic stop disputed by Officer Flores. The stop's legality is questioned under the Fourth Amendment due to lack of reasonable suspicion. Mr. Clark invoked his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Providing ID is mandatory only during lawful stops, which this wasn't argued to be. Officers falsely accused and unlawfully detained Mr. Clark, who was released without citation. Sergeant Cunningham's misunderstanding supported Officer Flores's fabricated account.
This should be over very quickly, sir.
How you doing? I'm Officer Smith, the Fort Worth Police Department. How you doing tonight?
What's your rank?
What?
Are you a sergeant?
I'm a police officer.
You're not a sergeant? I want to speak to your guys as sergeant.
Why do you want to speak to a sergeant?
I want to speak to your sergeant.
Why is that?
I want to speak to your sergeant.
Why is that?
I said it once.
Hey man, how you doing?
Are you a sergeant? No?
Do you want a sergeant?
I want a sergeant.
One here. King 719.
Is it funny?
Do you have a
I don't think so, sir. I just want to go home.
Oh, we're trying to get you out of here. We're trying to
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if you're trying to get me out of here, you'll just run the plate. Leave me alone.
Where'd you get the plate from?
It says A-dot on it, doesn't it?
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Look it up on your phone.
What does
I don't need to.
Are you from Texas?
Hey, sir. Let's not go into something stupid.
Just asking where you're from right now.
It's not funny. I want to go home.
We're trying to get you out of here. We're trying to
No, you're not. No, you're not. Is it funny, sir?
I'm not. Who's laughing?
Just run the plate.
I'm trying to figure out.
You got that little smile on you, don't you?
I do. I'm always happy, man.
You shouldn't be happy about this.
My sergeant will be here in a second. Okay, just go ahead and sit tight.
All right.
We'll figure out where.
Cool. Just run the plate for me. If it comes back as Curtis Clark, we're good, right? Invalid, incurrent. What does that say? What's the date say? 2024? 2024, yeah? So it's valid? All right.
What's up, man?
So I'm good, right?
No, you're not good. You're still detained.
Why?
Because I said so.
Oh, a thug.
Mr. Clark was unjustly detained by law enforcement for over 20 minutes without any legal reason. Despite not having committed a crime or done anything to deserve such treatment, he remained in custody. As of the recording date, it was unclear whether he had filed a formal complaint against the Fort Worth Police Department, which is necessary in such situations.
I don't have to sell drugs, bro. My family rich than a... I ain't gotta sell nothing. I'm set for life. You about to find out.
On June 28, 2023, Matthew Wilson, a business owner, was pulled over by a Broomfield police officer for alleged expired tags. Despite providing his documents, the officer accused him of drug possession and demanded he exit the vehicle. Wilson, protesting racial profiling, refused. Backup was called, and the encounter was recorded by Wilson's phone and the officer's body camera.
Okay. These officers are pulling me over. They said it was a tag. Now they're saying that I have drugs. I have no drugs. I'm a business owner. I'm late to pick up my wife. Now they're trying to tell me that I have to step out. I haven't committed a crime. This is Matthew Wilson, CEO of Addictive Culture Entertainment. I'm going to pick up my wife. I got pulled over, cited by these officers, saying my tag. Now they're pulling me over, talking about they want me to get out. No crime has been committed, and they have reasonable, articulable suspicion by constitutional law that I have to have drugs in my car, and they are therefore allowed to do a search on my car. Now, I've told you that I have no drugs in the car. I've told you that I'm not getting out the car because I know the law. I haven't committed a crime. If you want to violate my rights further, I promise you, you're going to be famous.
And I'll tell you right now, I don't normally do this, but we have some drug detectives that were following you, and yeah, and they think
where'd they follow me from? Tell me.
Well, I don't have that information, but
I travel this road every day.
Okay.
My wife is a doctor in Boulder.
They want you out of the car, and we want to do a sniff on the car with the drug.
I'm not. You don't have. Call your supervisor.
Okay, I'll get.
Are you gonna violate my rights? I just told you call your supervisor. I'm late picking up my wife, bro.
And I can get information from other officers that tell me they have probable cause to do a sniff on your car.
Because I'm a black man in a Beamer.
I had no idea you were a black man until I stopped you.
Because I'm a black man in a Beamer.
Did not know with the tinted windows.
I don't care about whoever your supposed detectives are that follow me. Man, I travel this road daily, back and forth, multiple times. Yeah. My wife works in Boulder. If you violate my rights, I'm going to make a case against you, and I'm going to win.
Okay.
You're profiling me because I'm black.
Has nothing to do with that.
You're profiling me because I'm black, bro.
You just happen to be black, and I just happen to be
white.
No,
you just happen to not be the first officer of white descent to call me a drug dealer because I'm in a Beamer. My family is rich. Okay. My family is rich. I don't have to sell drugs. We own construction companies, restaurants, entertainment businesses, houses, real estate, and all type of shit. I don't have to sell drugs, bro.
A lot of people that sell drugs get rich, and then they have these other shell companies that are shell companies.
You're profiling me. Are you going to violate my rights? I asked you to call your supervisor.
Okay, we're working on that.
I've asked him to call his supervisor, everybody.
You want to go back and say, He wants my supervisor. I don't.
Mr. Wilson was stopped by an officer who falsely claimed narcotics detectives had trailed him for a license plate violation. The officer displayed disdain and violated Wilson's rights by searching his vehicle without cause. Despite the legality of the stop, Wilson cited constitutional protections against unjust searches. The officers attempted to justify the search with a canine sniff, but found nothing. Wilson's justified anger is compounded by instances of officers planting drugs. The shifting reasons for the stop suggest racial profiling.
But you need to get out of that vehicle, because if you don't, we're going to remove you from the vehicle and you'll be charged with a crime.
You'll be violating my rights, and I'm going to sue
And,
somebody.
and that's your choice as an American citizen. But we don't want to have to get that way. So if you get out of the vehicle, we don't have to use force, and we don't have
Hey,
to.
look, I'm going to let them search, y'all. Watch this. I want all y'all tax numbers and me, so stay like that. I want you to check everything in here. So
Mr. Wilson got let go after being unlawfully detained and only got a verbal warning for his expired tag. It could have gotten worse if he hadn't stood up for his rights. He's now suing the officers, and we're waiting for more news on that.
Okay, well, I'm going to call in for the car. You can arrest me. Okay, turn around. Because I didn't do anything. Okay, turn around. I didn't do anything.
Listen, just all you have to do is
I don't have my ID with me.
Okay,
On September 22nd, 2022, Demetrius Kern witnessed Officer Carly Lewis nearly cause a collision while pulling over a vehicle on Mayfield Road in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Kern confronted Officer Lewis, and the exchange was captured on police body cameras.
1 second.
8-1 radio, stand by. Send me another unit because another party does not know how to yield to licensed sirens, and he's sitting here recording me. Say that I almost ran him off the road.
I apologize.
You almost ran me off the road.
I initiated my lights and sirens.
I didn't hear anything.
What, was your music on? Because I had the lights and sirens on, sir.
Yes, sir. You apologize.
I apologize.
You're wrong.
He stopped abruptly. Okay, I'm not wrong. Because he stopped abruptly, causing me to stop abruptly, causing you to stop abruptly.
Right.
And I apologize for that. However, the lights and sirens were on. I initiated lights and sirens.
If there's something wrong and you actually did it, all you say, my bad.
And I did. I just said,
keep going.
I said my bad. I said I activated I initiated a traffic stop in a marked vehicle with lights and sirens.
Right.
If you didn't hear the sirens or see the lights, I need your driver license.
Look, man, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to arrest you if you don't identify yourself. She just said it was no crime. It is a crime. Obstructing is a crime.
Obstructing is a crime.
Identify yourself, guys. She almost ran me off the road. And then I still have to identify you. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Okay, well, I'm going to call in for the car. You can arrest me. Okay, turn around. Because I didn't do anything. Okay, turn around. I didn't do anything.
Listen, just all you have to do is
I don't have my ID with me.
Okay, what's your cell phone?
That's all we asked for. For what?
Because I need to let my dispatcher know. It's not a big... What's your last name, sir?
Kern, man.
Kern?
You know what happened. Why are you letting him do this?
He's a sergeant.
He's violating my rights.
He is not. He didn't identify yourself.
Send you on your way. You have a valid driver's license? Yeah, I do. You violate my rights, man. Were you getting a ticket for interfering with the traffic? How did I interfere? She almost ran me off the road. And you could have pulled off and waited and called. I did wait when she said wait. You were out here talking to her. Have a seat.
Mr. Kern, just
push me, man. Have a seat. Why are you so full of machismo, man? Dude, have a seat. I'm not putting up with your bull, okay? Have a seat. What's wrong with you, man? Have a seat. I'm sitting down. All the way in.
If he
he's
checks...
for obstructing. Or he's getting a ticket for
I don't... So this is what happened. That vehicle matched the description of the vehicle from Weird yesterday.
Okay.
I saw it. I initiated a traffic stop.
Okay.
That person, instead of like pulling over, he stopped abruptly. This guy was very close to him, and we almost did get into an accident because that driver stopped so abruptly. I did, yes.
know what stands what about this.
Okay.
He's getting a ticket for failing to yield to an emergency vehicle, and then he can come to court.
Listen, I don't feel I need to give him a ticket for that. I'm
well,
cool with
just
just.
for obstructing.
Okay, I mean, I'm cool with letting him go. I didn't understand.
He's in handcuffs.
And he's being a jerk.
He obstructed. He refused to identify himself. I'm not going to sit out here
Okay.
and argue with somebody for an hour the legalities of it. He can come to court.
Okay.
So he gets a ticket for obstructing failure to identify himself.
Mr. Kern's detention is questioned by Wolf, who claims it was justified due to his failure to yield to a police siren, although evidence is lacking. Officer Lewis requested Mr. Kern's ID without reasonable suspicion, citing Ohio laws, but such requests require valid reasons. Mr. Kern was arrested for obstructing an officer by refusing to identify himself, but his actions suggest he didn't obstruct. Legal precedents suggest that failure to provide information is often not considered obstruction unless officers have valid grounds for identification demands.
You guys got a lawsuit
Mr. Kern,
coming.
just hang on. Just
You got a lawsuit coming.
Listen, let me explain to you. Don't get out of the car yet. The sergeant wants me to give you a ticket for obstruction, okay? I'm not going to do anything else. Listen, he's the boss. He is the boss.
I don't have to refuse if I didn't commit a crime. This isn't a stop and ID state.
At this point, it is a traffic stop because you're out on a traffic stop.
Off the road.
Mr. Kern, we just had that conversation. I did not almost run you off the road.
That Tesla has cameras in it. So
okay.
You guys are going to pay for this.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Kern, I apologize. The sergeant's telling me to do this, so...
You know, like I know I didn't obstruct.
He asked for your information and you didn't give it to him. Listen, I'm just doing what I'm told to do, alright? When asked to identify himself, he refused. He was upset, rightfully so. It was not... It was whatever. Why are they assholes? Here's your property.
Hold on, let me get this here.
Sure. Do you want to sign or are you going to refuse? Alright, I'm going to give you a copy of it.
You guys violated my rights. You know
well, we'll all be in court.
You're probably the only good cop on the force.
I'm not trying to be a bad cop. I was literally not trying to even have any of this happen, and I did apologize.
You apologize, but you're following his directives.
He's a sergeant.
Yeah, but still, like you swore oath to the Constitution.
Right.
And you know what's right and wrong. And sometimes you got to stand up to people.
Listen.
No. If I was being detained, I had no choice but to give you my ID. That's why I specifically asked.
Yeah.
Am I being detained? And if I'm not being detained, I'm free to go. And it's in a situation.
Well, right now you're free to go.
Yeah.
In Cleveland Heights, Officer Lewis cited Mr. Kern during a traffic stop on Sergeant Wolf's orders, but the charge was dropped later. Mr. Kern complained about Sergeant Wolf, leading to an investigation by Police Chief Chris Britton, who mandated de-escalation training for Sergeant Wolf. Mayor Khalil Sarin announced the formation of an oversight bureau to monitor police conduct. Mr. Kern, praised for his respectful behavior, hired a lawyer and initiated a GoFundMe for legal expenses. Legal issues revolve around Mr. Kern's alleged failure to yield, suggesting he should further educate himself on his rights and relevant laws. Sergeant Wolf was criticized for hostility, and Officer Lewis received a lower rating due to a misunderstanding of arrest authority. No lawsuit has been filed yet. Thanks for tuning into Bad Cops. If you were shocked by the 5 cases of the worst police officers ever caught on camera, make sure to hit that like button and share this eye-opening content with your friends.